Nah, man. Nah, man. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be one of those videos. I gotta get more coffee if we're gonna do one of these videos. What's up, guys? You missed me yesterday? Did you enjoy that space? More importantly, Tesla today. Space is the Tesla of space. But today was the most important day of trading in the history of my life. Imagine that. Be right back. Sit. Today's the most important day of my life because we had some new guys in the room, and I'm always on point. I'm always wanting, when somebody pays to be part of what I'm doing, like I said, I feel like I'm Joe DiMaggio, right? I'm always ready to prove myself because I believe if you're going to pay somebody to help you make money in the market, they better do a good job. More importantly, my business model is flawless. I let people, come and witness what I do for a while, and then there's no selling whatsoever. Again, I get on the phone every once in a while now. I will get back on the phone soon and put my selling hat on because I feel like I'll probably have some fun with it because I actually would like to yell at some people to ask them, especially the Gills and the Dales of the world and the Debbies and the Gale. There was a Gill and a Gale. Gill's the man, Gale. I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm just, again, I'm curious to what we could have possibly done where you don't want to be involved anymore because, and again, there's thousands of people. And I understand some people, if they come into the chat room over the last couple of years, right? And we might not be talking about anything specific. Or then you get the guys that come in, give me a pick. Right? The give me a pick guys are the ones that we don't like because we're more about educating. But if you were a give me a pick guy over the last 2 years, guess what? You probably got a winner. There's a guy, Fred. I don't know if you're paying attention, Fred. I think he was overseas. Guys are shorting Lyft right now and they're long ITCI. Another reversal, another two beautiful trades, ITCI from earlier. But Lyft short today was a continuation of the sell-off yesterday. Let's not get into it for a second. What the hell was I just saying about people, right? The pick people, right? So Fred, sorry, I got ADHD and all that. I got to stay focused. So we got a guy, Fred. He's like, all right, I've been watching your videos on YouTube since 2007. I'm like, wow, thanks. That's awesome. Did you ever come to the room? Yeah, I come in. I don't have that much time. I'm more of a buy and hold kind of guy. If you can give me a couple of good ideas and if they work longer term, I'll definitely come back and join you because I'm one of the guys I don't want to learn. I just want you to tell me what to do. I'll put the trades in. And if they work, you got me for life. Fred was here. How about AMD, Fred? But when Fred was around, The pick that we gave him was Shopify at $40. That's how long ago this is going back. But this is what I'm just saying, how everybody's insane. Fred, it was $40. It's only up 500 points since that day. Every once in a while, Fred reaches out to me. Hey, what's going on? Could I take another trial in your chat room? No, Fred, you can't. I gave you Shopify at $40. You said you'd pay up if I gave you a good pick that worked. It's up 500 points since that day. And AMD was around 5 at the time also. That's at 55. How about those two picks, Fred? Is that good? Or how about just today alone? Today is probably the most extraordinary day. And the reason I said this is the most life-changing day in a long time, it's life-changing because we did something that we don't normally do today. We just assumed. We assumed the market was going to go up because it was down in the morning. We assumed because every day when the market tries to sell off, it doesn't. And that's why it goes up, because people, the media, again, I don't watch TV, even in passing, the sensationalization of this virus that's going around, they're trying to make the story bigger than it is. And then yet they have the CEO. Now it's an excuse. If a company doesn't report good earnings, they're going to say, well, the coronavirus had something to do with it. They're using it already as a scapegoat. Bottom line is we just trade price, right? Normally we're waiting for the stocks. By the way, this lift short, phenomenal, phenomenal. Solid. Called it in the room with the Baba calls. Just trade reversals. So sick. Because we can't believe. Oh my God. Sorry. Something just happened to my website. Oh, we're reconnecting the audio. Okay. You heard that noise? That was a crazy noise. All right. So anyway, now that I just had a heart attack, I think I just might have, I need to change my diaper. That was a scary noise. The reason that today was the most extraordinary day I've ever had in my entire life is that I've been trading reversals since I've been a trader, right? That was my first lesson learned about trend reversals, right? So if the stock is breaking trend, you want to go in that direction, like the Uber and the Lyft shorts right now. You're breaking the trend, you want to go in that direction. I didn't use charts. It was all momentum and range breaks and reversals. VWAP gives us a heads up before the reversal even happens. But the reason I'm saying that today was extraordinary is that we used a combination of our skill. And again, this market is almost, we're at the point where, yeah, whoa, this lift trade, cover it. Oh my God. I'm just dumbfounded that I just covered it. 47.05. Holy shit. Every trade we did today, not just a winner, monster trades today, like sick. So here's why today is one of the most extraordinary days I've had in a very, very long time. First of all, I'm long 300,000 shares of space, so that rocks. And it went green today. So I'm jumping ahead of the story. The reason today was extraordinary was that we walk in, the futures are down, and I said, let's assume, let's do the assumption trade. Every day, the market is weak for whatever reason they want to create. We get gap downs on stocks, on earnings, whatever the story is. You want to believe in fundamentals, whatever. Let's take some assumption trades. Let's buy the QQQ at the open, assuming it's going to go green because we never go down. Bang. We bought the QQQ on the open, assuming that we wouldn't go down. Look where the QQQ is right now. Opened up at 232.62. You're up 2 points. By the way, how about that lift cover, by the way? Like that. You like that. ITCI, we're long the stock right now also. Just broke the half. So we did the assumption trade, but that's not knowing the market was going to go green today. It's almost a no-brainer, right? Of course it's going to go green, right? Thanks, man. I'm awesome. So we come in. I'm seeing emails from my guy. Oh, what are we going to do about this Tesla? This is it, right? I was like, just because you think it's going to go down is the reason it's not going to go down. What are you talking about? They're doing a stock offering. The car blew up or something. Another car, the auto driver went haywire and somebody got killed. I guarantee you the stock hits $812 today. Stock was at 712. He's like, why 812? Because guys like you are going to short it down there at 712 in the pre-market, and you're going to get crushed for 100 points. $812 the stock went through. Did we buy it? No. We waited till 740 on Tesla when it broke over the VWAP and broke the opening range. And then obviously it went green. So now we're using our skills as traders and just the assumption, hey, don't you like that stock? Oh yeah, buy it. And it's working. So you got your favorite stock on the planet, space, right? It had this monumental move yesterday. They're gapping it down today, and you're thinking, oh man, maybe that was a blow off top yesterday. And I'm sure there were people out there thinking it. And then suddenly it goes green. Buy it. Oh, that Twitter wasn't looking too good either, right? Oh, Twitter's red. Buy it. It's going to go green. Hey, what about Pepsi? It's down on earnings. I don't know. Buy it. It'll probably go green. Oh, wait a second. What's DDD? Why is that stock not green today? I don't know. Buy it. And then we said, oh, wait a minute. What was the other one we did? What the hell is it? Oh, RAD. R-A-D. Getting crushed in the stock just the other day, right? Options were diminishing, going to zero. RAD's RAD's going green. Buy it. Boom. So we suspended, again, just accepting that these trades work this well. Today was that day where we just said, listen, whatever it is, just do the trade. Whatever size it is, just do the trade just to say that you were in it. I don't care if it's 1 share, 8 share, 20 share, 15 shares. So we did 15 trades. And again, Tesla, 8 shares, right? Had RAD, 120 shares, Twitter, just putting the trades on. And again, the days of me making hundreds of grand, this was the kind of day where I probably should have made 100 grand, but I'm not trading size. But the sick thing is there was 18 trades, right? 18. And all 18 worked. That's ridiculous. It's not supposed to be listed. ZTS, the only thing I know about ZTS is that a guy I grew up with is the CEO of the company. ZTS, going green, buy it. Lyft, going red, short it. Uber, going red, short it. DDD, going green, buy it. AUPH, going green, buy it. Tesla, going green, buy it. Q's, going green, buy it. Every single one with any notion, any reason to buy, every single trade has worked. It's ridiculous, people. Take your size up a little bit. You're not supposed to say this to yourself, but you should be getting rich. You should be. This is the market. Be the 1%. We're in a market that has officially, there is a program, it will never go down. The day it goes down, sometime in April, We'll worry about that when we get there. This is the most incredible market. Again, I say it every single day. And every day people wanted to know, how do you keep your energy level up to talk all day? Because when I'm amazed, that's my adrenaline. Mix in the frustration and the anger. I'm sitting here with 120 shares and 5 contracts of RAD. What the hell am I even doing? This thing's ripping up. I'm in a fart of it. Yeah, it's great that we made some money. And the other guys bought the stock and everybody was in the RAD and we did well. And now they made money in the lift and it's fantastic. But RAD calls worked. They were down to 0. I mean, unbelievable. So another part of the story is what I'm saying is that you are being rewarded right now for being irresponsible. You're not supposed to hold stocks against you like RAD. So right now I'm 4 for 4 on doing dumb things. If you have the rule book of trading, you're not supposed to hold stocks when they go against you, especially if they close weak into the close. You're not supposed to hold stocks, in general. You're not supposed to take a losing day trade and turn it into a swing trade just because you're losing money. But I did, because I'm comfortable with the amount of shares that I had. Would I feel comfortable with 2,000 RAD, letting it pull back $1.50 in my face? Obviously not. But 150 shares, I don't give a shit. I was like, all right, I'm in this trade. Now I got to let it breathe a little bit. Bull market still raging on. If RAD breaks 1250, I'll take the loss. Boom. Next thing you know, I'm getting out with a profit. Twitter. I buy the pullback on that day where it was pulling back after the earnings report. I'm down $1. I'm down $1.25. And suddenly I'm down $1.80. But I got 150 shares. Who cares? I look at a chart. I'm like, all right, if I'm going to be wrong, I'll dump it at 30. Well, I think it was like 34.50 was a real spot on Twitter. 2 days later, Twitter's back up 2.5 points. Profitable trade. Then you got, it was RAD, Qualcomm, Twitter, and then the ON Semiconductor, ON. That one I didn't hold, but again, ON. I'm looking to swing trade it. It gets stopped out at the end of the day. Next day it's lower. I'm thinking, all right, good thing I got out. And then 2 days later, the stock's up 15%. Very difficult to be long and wrong right now. Except if you got stocks that are legitimately going to 0, like US Steel, and Funko. So we need the US Steels, the I's, and the Funkos to keep us aware that maybe you will lose money buying stocks. The guys that bought LK over 50 are still feeling some pain right now. The IPO buyers of Smile Direct are still underwater, but damn, how about that stock? From going out of business to one of my favorite trades in the world. And then there's the Bed Bath and Beyond, right? We were so happy about that, right? We got in at 1250, out at 15. Next thing you know, they reiterate some awful numbers, breaks 1250. That stock's done. Wouldn't go near that one anymore. But that's this market right now. There's just enough to keep you nervous, but there really isn't a reason to be nervous, especially if you're trading any stock with a reasonable business model. Anything. Where's Twitter going? Twitter's not going anywhere. You ain't getting hurt trading Twitter on the downside. You want to buy some worthless biotech. Again, I'm always saying biotech because usually it's the biotech that has the pump and dump. You get caught in a pump and dump, chances are you're going to be sitting around like they. You guys remember they? They. VRAY. Remember they? Come on. They have a I don't know. I was short-lived. I covered it. I'm done. I don't know. Where is it now? I'm not even watching it. That was just a day trade. I never trade lift. The only reason I was in it because it was a reversal. But here, like stocks like they pump up, dumped it, they pumped it, they dumped it, they pumped it, they dumped it. On the surface, it seems like that's a pretty cool company. They have an MRI that is so powerful it looks into your soul. But the machine costs like $60 trillion and nobody could afford it. But if they could start selling that thing. Anyway, I don't need to tell you the story about but there's 1,000 of those biotech stocks that they pump them up on whatever the news is, and then they usually dump, and then you're stuck in them for a long time. AUPH, one of the only ones that I've seen that has come back from a pump and dump. AUPH is still hanging in there. Hasn't really broken out or done anything, but that one's hanging in there. But all that being said, loving the space. I love my Tesla. I love the QQQ. I have 100,000 shares of GE on right now, and I have no fear whatsoever. You know why? Because GE is going to 1387, or I'm taking a bullet to the head. Somebody emailed me today, oh, you're worried about this GE? It's back under 13? No, I'm not. You know why? Because if it takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, or 6 months, GE will be at 1387. Mark it down. I don't care what this thing does. And I'm not selling any of it. 1387 or bust. Well, what about the market? What if the market starts going down? Are you going to be nervous then? Maybe. Maybe I will be. But you know what? Until GE was I'm not crazy, but I'm pretty bullish on the GE. You know, I've been buying from $12.35. I'd hate to give back all the profit, right? So I probably put a stop in slightly above my cost average, which is about $12.35 at this point. Sorry, no. $12.35 was my first price. My average price in GE is around about $12.85 at this point, because I bought a ton at 13 yesterday, like a stupid amount, because you pulled back, didn't go anywhere, you broke back over 13, and yeah, probably could have lightened up. I bought so much yesterday at 13. When I got that quarter out of it, I was thinking about selling it, but I'm looking for it to, close this 7-year gap it has in it. And for me, I'm trying to be disciplined. I have a target. And now it's 1383 according to the computer. So 1383 or 1235. Obviously, I hope, and I'm starting to sell it at 1383, because if we get through 1383, the magic number, then we got nothing to prevent this thing from going to about 1450. And again, boring, awful. Nobody day trades GE, but when you've got a market that never goes down and you've got a stock that just broke out, just ride it. Ride that grindy, beautiful market that never goes down. And GE is a perfect example. There's no way this stock doesn't go back. Now that you're over 1250, by the way, how about that lift cover? That was a pretty nice cover. Sick bounce, 50-cent bounce. That's why you react at half numbers and whole numbers. You always trade around the halves and wholes. But I got to tell you something. I love the Tesla trade and the QQQ trade and the assumptions. The reason that this day is the most extraordinary day we've had is that every trade worked, even the short trades. In a market that never goes down, we shorted AIG and we crushed it. Triple on the options, $1 on the trade, left a buck on the stock, but had the options. You got a market that never goes down, really good stock. AIG has been really good, and you still went red because the reversals through the multi-day VWAP are so powerful that the algorithm kicks in and it hits a little sell program. And then again, it's hard to milk the short position because we're so conditioned for it to bounce and rip your face off. So that's why it's hard to milk the AIG. But that's why you sprinkle in some options where you're thinking, all right, I'm putting in $220 on these contracts. I'm willing to risk all 220. Let's see what we get out of this AIG. Your options double. You sell 2 contracts. You hold the other 2. Next thing you know, the stock's tanking and you make some money. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I hate saying that over and over again, but it truly is. And by the way, I'm sending out the emails. I'll get to all the emails. I'm not going to be here. I wasn't here yesterday, and I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to see another school. 20 degrees. I'm driving to Delaware at 8 in the morning with my wife and kid on options expiration during probably the best time to be alive as a trader. I'll be in a car and then shivering my ass off, listening to some guy tell my kid about all the majors as we wander around the campus of the University of Delaware, because that's where I want to be tomorrow. And by the way, if you're thinking about trading as a real career, don't get married and don't have kids until you make some money first. So be on the lookout, because the Warlock's not going to be around to protect the market tomorrow. So we might actually have. Now, I don't know if we sold off last week. I'm actually almost forgetting what happened yesterday. But did we sell off last Friday? Because we sold off 2 Fridays in a row. What happened last Friday? Because to sell off 4 Fridays in a row, that would be like almost unheard of. But again, we'll see. I'm not going to be here for you. But anyway, join us. Join me. Put up a little bit of money. Get your account going. I'll find the rest of the cash for you. Learn the software. Do what you got to do. Trade these reversals. I mean, it's the best time to be a trader in the history of trading. There is no doubt. No doubt. It's never been this good. And it's only getting better. So to my friend who thought that maybe the VWAP trade might become saturated, no. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Why is AIG such a great trade today? It's because I've convinced, if only 10 people believed in what I was saying, it probably wouldn't work. But if 10 million people believe in it, it's going to happen because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we all believe X plus Y equals Z, then X plus Y will equal Z. If nobody believes it, then X plus Y might equal P, and screw you. And even then, all you got to do is hit the other button, because when you're wrong about the trade, it's okay. That's why if we were wrong about the market going up today, you hit the other button and you say, well, that didn't work, and you take a loss. But 18 trades in a row, all based on the same principle. If something works 2 times in a row, you've got a trend. Today alone, there was 18 of them that showed up, and every single trade worked. It's unbelievable. I mean, I haven't even talked about the other ones. We had Alibaba going green. You had IQ going green. Then obviously the Lyft and Uber short and the AIG short and the ZTS. I mentioned ZTS going long, right? Pepsi long. I mean, it's sick. Now, again, did I trade all 18? I'm not saying I did, but we had 18 trades called in the room. All right? I'm not going to claim that I did every one of those trades. You know, I did 9 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I took 9 of them. And I was, again, I was a little unhappy about what I did with the Tesla. I made 20 points on a Tesla trade, and I left basically 50 points on the table. So it's just so sick. Fucking AIG. Wow. So anyway, I got some emails I got to get to. I know if you guys are out there waiting, I didn't forget about you. I just want to make sure that you get your full effect, because if I'm not going to be there, you're not going to hear what I have to say. And that's part of the reason, or a big part of the reason, you're going to show up. Now, what's great about what we got going on now is that the guy that I've trained, who's been by my side since 2007, he has become he's not the warlock, but he's a freaking wizard now. I mean, Uber, IQ, Lyft, Alibaba, all his trades today. And that's why our room is the best in the world. T dot or G dot. T dot. I don't know. I don't know what T dot is. T D-O-T. T dot or G dot. I know there was a G dot. T dot. T dot. G dot. T dot. I don't know that. What's T dot? T D-O-T? Ain't no stock. Ain't no stock or T dot. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All I know is Space dipped just now and nobody's selling it. I mean, they're doing their best to trying to shake people out of the stock. I'm thinking 120 on this stock at this point. Space. Also, again, you know what's great to see? Obviously, when stocks go up on what's perceived bad news, again, they tried to frame the Tesla, as bad news, and you got 100-point bounce out of that. Wow, just sick. What the hell was I just about to say? I don't know. What's T dot G dot? I don't know what you're talking about. Can you find? Oh, TDOC, maybe you mean. I don't know what the hell that is. I never heard of that. I never seen that stock before. Nah, I won't comment. I'm not familiar enough. But my God, they're trying their best every day to keep this market down, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. It's phenomenal. Yeah. But first, you have the people, ooh, red, maybe today's the day we actually go down. And that's why we go up twice as much, because first you got to kill the shorts, and then you get twice the move. It's like this, it's Groundhog Day at this point. So what the hell was I just saying? Something about my guy that's been with me forever, right? What's good about it is now when I'm not around, I've got my apprentice, the Warlock's apprentice. Holy shit, this freaking AIG. I can't believe how much money I'm leaving on the table on this trade. See, that's what's going to be hard. I don't know, TDOC. Yeah, I don't know. It looks thin and hey, what's up, man? Wow. What was I just saying? I don't know what I was saying. What was I just saying? I was just going to make a valid point and maybe go get something to eat. By the way, I have something really fascinating. New brand. If anybody's out there in the legalized areas of vaping, boom. Yeah, so I had a meeting with a lot of people in the weed industry. I'm in a group called Wall Street Dead Ahead, and we have these meetings where companies come to talk to us about their products, and and then we tell our members about it. And wasn't them, but the company's name was Holistic Industries. Good people. We'll learn more about them in the next couple of weeks also, if they're planning on doing a private placement or anything. Vin, actually, yeah, maybe we'll talk in like 10 minutes. We got, so we were talking about what makes one weed company different than the other weed company. And as an older guy, now that we've lived through the vape scare, right? Knowing what's inside these things and who we can trust is so significant, especially because I have a wife. I've been married. I've been dating the same girl. It's been 25 years now. She doesn't like this stuff. She's a drinker, doesn't like smoking, hates my stupid face because my face gets all, I get all like inverted when I'm high. I look dumb. I look stupid, and I'm stupid already. So she hates it. I become, for lack of a better word, a slobbering retard. Especially on this, I'm a jacked up slobbering retard. This was some potent stuff. Oh boy, fun times. But there's a lot of skepticism out there. You don't want to. It's again, you're never going to know. But now that there's more regulation, and if we're headed to this was the discussion, the main discussion. If we're headed to recreational legalization, where the government actually takes the weed off the scheduling, and it's not in the same classification as heroin and cocaine, and they decriminalize it for real, then there needs to be a centralized body, a government body, if you will, of weed. And I wanted to volunteer. I want to be the czar of the WDA, the weed, the FDA of weed. So I volunteered my services. I will be the czar, because we're going to need a czar. And if there's ever been a need for a czar, I will be the czar, because I am not only am I a hair club president, but I am also a member, right? I know what I want. I want to be safe. I want to feel safe that my product that I'm smoking is not going to be tarnished by some sort of chemical. I want to know where the cartridge itself was made, because what's inside the cartridge, what kind of plastic or metal are they using? All of that. So if we get to that point, there will be a standardization of it all. And right now there are small labs that test the weed, test your vape product, test whatever you want, but it's still too shady, because if I'm growing weed and I'm paying somebody to rate my weed, I'm actually obviously just like the stock market. I'm going to pay the analyst off to say good things about my stock, because I want the stock to go up. So if I've grown some weed and he's thinking, all right, well, the THC content's not as good as it was. Well, what if I give you an extra $100,000? How do you feel about the THC content now? Well, it seems a lot better now. So I think, and again, that's what I'm trying to do. Again, not that I have time to be the czar of the weed industry right now, but we met with some really, some powerful people yesterday, and, it was a really good discussion. And, then the drinks are flowing and everyone's getting high. So it kind of becomes a little bit, kind of don't remember exactly what we were saying there at the end. But I think what's going to happen is you're going to be able to not only buy the weed for what the strain is, but from the agency that it's tested by. So if you believe in the, let's call it, I don't know which lab this is from. Let's call it the California Prep Lab, and they have the best reputation. Would you be willing to pay an extra $5 for the vape that was approved by the California rating agency, opposed to some dude from Nebraska? And I think that's going to be the next wave of this stuff. So I was trying to pitch the idea to come up with some sort of, the standard. If we become the standard of weed testing, that's $1 billion business right there. And all we're doing is just testing the weed. You guys can sell it and package it and make it nice. The packaging is beautiful. This is just beautiful packaging. And, again, it was a little bit more expensive than a normal cart, but this is coming from my guy from California. The lab was the lab that he works for, obviously. And I'm like, I trust in you. I trust in that lab. I'm willing to pay, a premium. So instead of paying $50, I'm paying $60, but I feel better about it. And I think right there is a market that needs to be tapped. So getting into that industry right now, that was our conversation yesterday. And then after 2 or 3 blasts of this, we were just a mess. But if you want to see something else, you'll smell it through the cyberspace. Hang on. I thought this was supposed to be about stocks. Where? Check out this packaging. If you have somebody that's getting this for you, it's called Glow Gardens from, look at it. They got like a scratch off. They got, all the legalese there, your content, what you got, who it's approved by, which lab it was tested by. I've been smoking weed my whole life, right? You can't appreciate it through cyberspace, but whoa, shit. That's my kid. Better hide this stuff. Show it to you later. Whoop. Dad, how come the whole room smells? I am, yeah. No, you have to have a card. I'm in Jersey. If you have a card. Oh man, I got to wash up now. But anyway, yeah, everything's going up. It's the greatest market of all time. Space sold off for like a half an hour. That was your opportunity to buy. It's just it's incredible. But I just realized there might be something somewhere I got to take care of. All right, listen. Gorilla Glue. Yeah, I like it. That one is just I don't know, man. But I took 2 hits of that last night. I haven't got that high off 2 hits of weed. Just regular bud. We were giggling like we were like in like high school, like laughing. Like stupid laughing. Like we're laughing we're laughing because we were laughing. That's how I mean we haven't laughed like that. We were just laughing at nothing. At one point, you're like, what are we even laughing at? I don't know. Oh, oh it was just a blast. But yeah, hopefully I can become the czar of the weed industry. It'd be fantastic. All right, I gotta go run. But you guys email me. I'll get it out. I'll get it out to you this time. I won't be around tomorrow, but if you guys want to hang and listen to my buddy, Mr. Jello talk, he is phenomenal. And part of what comes with membership is getting access to my guy here. He programs your charts, sets you up with all that stuff, and walks you through the VWAP layouts, and then obviously we talk our layouts and indicators all day. Shit, I got stuff everywhere now. I'm the warlock, but if you want to definitely get answered quicker, go do it. Info at hit the bid. So info at hitthebid.com. The Minotaur will probably get back to you. Vin, if you're out there, I could talk, and let's talk now. They'll text you here, man. Hold on a second. And not to say everything is, awesome, right? Because what Alibaba did today, if you did what we had one trade through the reversal was good. We had the options at $1.16. Oh, it's his landline. It's your landline. I see. I got rejected. Landline. Before I go, just to keep it real for a second. There's no way you wouldn't have lost money trading Alibaba after the first move. That stock 3 different times fooled me. I wasn't in the trade, but I'm just being straight. After the first reversal, it starts to roll over. It looks like it's going to be a reversion trade. I'm thinking, all right, maybe we short it. Wham! Breaks a new high to only then roll over and die. Then looks like it's going to roll over through the VWAP, and then boom, it explodes back to the upside. There's no way you'd have been making money on that right there. Kind of the reason I don't do much trading between 12 and 3. You get some excessive chop. So if you get one wrong, I like priding myself like on a Twitter trade. I'm risking 10 cents to make 40. Love that setup. Bigger stock, risking 30 cents to maybe make 90. Alibaba, it just seems like you're risking $5 to make 50 cents on every time you go near that stock. That's why I don't really trade it too often. And there's no way. I mean, again, the first trade was awesome. The original ass crack VWAP trade. Love it, because that's exactly what it was. An ass crack VWAP break into the reversal. And it was great. And after that, it was just a choppy, bloody mess, and you would have got hammered. All right. Email me. Somebody will get back to you, and I'll see you guys. Landline? Playoffs? 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 I'll see you guys in cyberspace. Wish me luck as I'm freezing my ass off in Delaware. Hopefully the market opens up and goes absolutely nowhere for 8 hours tomorrow. What's the chances of that happening? Because I tell you, there's no place, there's no place I don't want to be more than in Delaware tomorrow. Listen to some kid talking to me about food plans and majors as I'm freezing my ass off. Landline. All right, I'm out. All right, don't forget to get your weed tested, all right? Be safe out there. Just call me the czar from now on. All right. I'll see you guys. If I get a chance, maybe we'll come back later tonight. I'm not sure if we're going to do a schmooze, but usually Thursday nights we gather again because we can't stop talking about this stuff. And we plan for Friday, but I'm not going to be here, so I don't know. There might be some schmoozing going on. I'm not sure. All right, be careful out there, kids. Remember, I won't be here to save you tomorrow. I'm out. See you.